Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching. We're excited that you're here with us. We got something special for you here today.
A little different.
We're going to walk through a survey provided from one of the insurance companies that we use. It's actually just a really generic survey. They actually send it to every single one of their clients, their customers. And we're going to walk through it because there's some interesting aspects about whole life. So I hope you stick with us. We'll get right into it. It'll be fun. Thanks for sticking around. I am Jonah Dew. This is Jeremiah. We are the Cash Compound, or sometimes known as the Banking Bros, if you're following us online on the social media channels. And today, we've got something pretty interesting to walk through. We actually were sent a generic survey from one of our insurance companies that we actually do business with. The survey's not particular to us or particular to the type of business that we do, but they sent like a generic survey to all of their client base, their clientele, their customers, and they asked some very interesting questions that we thought it would be pertinent to actually share with you. So we're actually going to walk through it.
Yeah, so when we got this, just earlier we looked at it and we realized, hold on, this would make a great point for several things that we do. So help me understand. I don't even know. Is this an annual thing that you get? Is this one of those annual surveys, or is it because you called in for customer service help and they just randomly sent it?
Yeah, that's a great question. It actually doesn't specify on this on this form. I have received some of these in the past, and got to be honest with you, just because it's a survey, sometimes I just toss them. Yeah, because they're just a survey. Of course. But today we're going to walk through it. It's going to be really fun. So one of the things that I noticed from just the front of the survey, for those of you who are watching the podcast, just letter came in the mail. But from the front of the survey, one of the things that I love a lot is it talks about this company, where it's headquartered, and then it says the companies the insurance company, I should say, can trace their solid foundations back more than 130 years in insurance and financial services marketplace.
All right. So what year does that take us to? 130.
Math. What year is it? 2021 minus 130. I'm going to go with 1880.
1890-ish. Yes.
That was close.
So here's the thing that we want to say about that. I think the point you're probably trying to make, Jonah, is that this is not a new company, new concepts. They've been doing contracts for a very long time.
Very long time. One of the things that we say to people a lot of times is understand that these companies that we do business with are mutual companies. Okay. And one of the things that's special about mutual companies is mutual companies pay out dividends. Dividends are given to the policyholders. Since they're mutual companies, they don't have stockholders. They don't have, they're not a stock company. Yep. Right. They give out to the policyholders, and the companies that we use have all basically been doing that their entire lifetime.
Yeah. So and they haven't missed.
And they never miss, right? They don't miss people. They don't miss policies.
Reminder that the dividends are extra on top of guarantees in their contract. Yeah. So this is the extra, what we always say is bonuses. The reason we say bonuses is not because we're stupid, all you trolls. It's because the way we use those dividends means that it's going to be bonus to the cash system that we use our contracts for.
Yeah, exactly right. So one of the things that I love about them bringing up, they've been around for 130 years, is that's how long they've been giving out that dividend, that bonus.
Yes, sir.
So it's very special, right? Sometimes I actually talked to a gentleman just recently that said, I totally didn't get a bonus this year, Jonah. And I was like, you did? Maybe you weren't paying attention to the letter they sent you, or when it was added to your cash value or anything like that. Right. But I mean, 130 years, my guy, they didn't miss you only.
They didn't miss, right. They didn't miss us. So another thing, we own policies personally between these companies. That's why we have a letter right here. So we own policies from multiple companies. That's another thing. A lot of folks out there are asking us pretty regularly, like, what companies? We are not going to tell you which company this is for, but we did give you a clue. I'll even give you another clue. We said 130 years. I'll give you another clue. This particular one is in the state of Indiana.
Yep.
Okay, that's all we're telling you.
Figure it out. So it's not particular to the company is why we're not telling you. So one of the other things I love about the front of the letter, it says this company offers a variety of products to serve the financial needs of their policyholders and clients. These products include retirement plan products and services, individual life insurance, annuities, long-term care solutions, and employee benefit plan products. So sometimes people think of an insurance company as they only offer one or two things. when you need to realize that the categories that they just went through can really mean like 50 different products that these companies have and offer.
That's right. That's a good point.
So what we say a lot of times is that we use one particular offering and we design it appropriately, and that's really all it is. One of these products that they offer meets the criteria needs for us to deliver a product to you guys that's built for personalized banking. Of course, that has to be designed appropriately, meaning in the product that they have, there's some other options that you can take on, take off, add to, direct money towards, stuff like that. And we know how to do that for you guys. So that's really fun. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff.
Okay, so we've got the survey on the back of it, and this is, once again, things that we normally throw away. You know, that's a good point. As we look at this survey, I'm telling folks all the time as I help them to answer questions about, should I be doing this cash value, wealth accumulation account, infinite banking stuff that you guys talk about and post about, I have a few questions. Is that these are contracts and there's a lot of words in them, and most of the time you don't read them. Just like the surveys, we don't normally read these things, but if you do read it, it's going to give you clues about what the products do for you.
Absolutely. I'm going to start. So the first two questions are super generic.
Okay.
Super generic.
Ask them to me.
So, okay, sure. So question one is, during your recent experience of purchasing life insurance from this insurance company, please indicate your level of satisfaction with how clear and understandable the education materials were provided to you by the company.
Education materials. Notice what I like about that is it doesn't say sales materials. It says education materials, helping you understand what the contracts do. I like that. Okay, so how do we figure out?
You can pick extremely, very, somewhat, not very, or not at all.
Okay, so you guys have to answer that in the DMs, in the comment section. How do we do at educating you? Pick one of those options.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Let's go to question two. How important is the company's mutual holding status, which means the company's policyholders determine the direction of the company by every purchase decision?
Oh, remember, so that means like for those of you who are Sunday school people out there, you get to vote on stuff.
Yep. Because it's, again, there's mutual companies and there's stock companies, generally speaking. Stock companies have stockholders. They get to vote on stuff.
Yeah, right.
Mutual companies have policyholders. Policyholders get to decide. If you get a policy, that makes you a policyholder. And so in the survey, they're asking, how important to you is that the policyholders get to figure it all out?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going with an extremely.
And here's another thing. And the reason I said Sunday school is this past week, my church had one of those meetings where you get to vote on like the budget. And the point of being able to do that, prior to doing it, I got educated in some materials. Like you go to the website and like look at stuff to like, we want to do this and give some money to these people and change up our strategy. That they do that here as well.
Yep.
So
sure do. Yeah. So I'm going with an extremely on that one, because to me, it's like screaming. The adverse of that is I don't get to pick at all.
Right. And of course, one of the main things, the main thing we use mutual companies for is because we get to decide to get dividends.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Question three. This is my favorite question, I think.
How many questions we got? This is tough.
9 questions.
Okay.
Question 3 is, for what purpose or purposes, you get to pick more than one, did you buy life insurance from our company? And it says, check all that apply.
Okay.
You get to pick one.
So there's more than one. Yes.
They're asking you just got life insurance. Why'd you get it? Right?
So there's more than one option and answer potentially.
Ready for these? Ready for these?
Ready.
To help cover burial and other final expenses. Of course, everyone knows that option. That's like
that's why they put it first.
One, right?
They put it first.
Ready for this? To help provide for your family's needs after your death. Of course.
That's the same thing as burial, I would say.
It's about to get wicked. You ready? As a way of saving money for retirement. Oh, interesting.
So you can use it before you're dead?
Oh, interesting. So again, the question is, for what purpose or purposes did you buy life insurance from our company?
Life.
Option 3 from them is as a way of saving money for retirement.
Interesting. Okay, so it's not just about dying or taking care of the family to get you in the ground.
And they know that.
And they know that.
And they know that. And they're asking you, did you know? Right? Basically, option 4, you ready? As a way of saving money for your children's educational expenses.
Saving money for education? What in the world? Life insurance, I thought, had to do with dying.
How crazy. So did so many others. Insurance company knows better. They're literally the insurance company. We do all these things, right? And then they're asking you, I know you just got some. Did you get it?
And they got life insurance. Remember, it's not even the other products. They're asking us, why'd you get life insurance?
Why'd you get life? And did you get it so you could,
save for college?
Did you get it so you can spend what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? To help pay off the mortgage after your death. Another death thing.
Okay.
So we understand that. Nice
Very
and
important.
easy.
Yes.
Okay. For business purposes.
Okay. You can't run a business if you're dead. So
I agree with you.
Yeah. So that means we're using it for all you business people out there, kind of like us. We're using it to help finance purchases and business cash flows.
Yep. You ready? As an investment.
Not what we focus on.
Right.
However, we are investment means that we're potentially waiting and holding money to be able to use at a later date for future spending. Once again, can't be dead for that.
Yep. As tax-deferred growth.
Tax-deferred growth. Okay, so hold on. Tax-deferred is its own thing. Growth is a separate thing. So
Sure
once again, everybody, there's growth in the product.
Coming straight off the document,
Okay.
folks.
Tax-deferred means, of course, in the way we use things, how to potentially use it later, we can access a bunch of cash value tax-free. That's not tax-deferred.
Last option for that question, as a charitable contribution.
To give money away.
How crazy.
How many choices was that again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 choices.
10 different options.
The question is, for what purpose or purposes did you get life insurance from our company? 10 different choices. Half of them about after you pass. The other half about, there's money in here while you're alive. Literally half of them. Half and half. Crazy. Okay, question 4. You ready?
Yep.
What sources of money are you using or did you use to pay for the life insurance you recently purchased?
Okay. What are my choices?
Right? Here, this is going to be fun.
All right.
So you can use your current income. Of course, you can use savings. You can use, ready for this, option 3, money that has built up in another life insurance policy I still have.
What?
On the document, folks. So you might know that as something that we don't talk about very often. But it's something that's very possible to use one policy that you own and operate and have the cash that's generating there to actually start a new
tax-deferred
policy.
growth and all that to get another one. So you can do one of those or all of those 10 different options they gave you.
On the document, folks. Again, I think this is super, man, because it's like it's here.
It's not right. I tell people all the time, look, the stuff that I'm telling you or helping to educate you around is not new. I didn't make it up. I told somebody this week, so you know that I speak in a lot of places, and I was talking to someone who I speak with, and they got a hold of the Banking Bros TikTok.
Okay.
And they said, yo, in the last week, I looked at every last one.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, really? Yeah, I looked at all of them because you told me. And one of those things was, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how this is legal.
Sure, it's a
on the
valid
paper.
It's not a bad question, right?
Sure, but it's like, look, I didn't make this up.
We say it so often. We didn't make it up. It's 200 years old. This company is 130 years old. On the random survey they send to everyone, who half of them probably threw it away, like I've done, up to this point, they're literally like, yo, there's, you can get cash out of this and do stuff.
And we got to remind you guys out there that the insurance companies out there, they're not the ones who do the education.
No.
Okay. Especially at mutual companies, they have officers. They
offer
have
the
agents
product.
like us. They have brokerage houses that go ahead and do the education, help people, sit down with them. And I think we probably have a question in there about
we do
who you working with.
So I want to be transparent. There's some other super general questions.
Okay.
Have you received your policy from your specific financial professional? There's a yes or no, basically. It's general, right? We're going to just skip on past that. Of course, if you work with us, we're going to give it to you. But for this purposes of our podcast, and just a general question, did your financial professional review your total coverage for that new policy you got? Yes or no question.
But
generic.
once again, those two questions have to do with you talking not directly to the company, to the person who helped you get the policy in force.
Yeah.
So like they know, hey, we don't do all the education. you're working with someone, how they do.
Yeah. And here's one that I love. Okay. In an effort to ensure that our policyholders understand the products and services they receive from this company, please indicate your level of awareness regarding the following life insurance product attributes. You ready?
Oh, okay.
For whole life insurance, has a whole section because there's a section on term if you got term from them.
Right.
For whole life insurance,
okay.
Did your financial professional help you understand that life insurance offers living benefits in the form of cash values that can be used during your lifetime to pay for milestone moments?
Message. Do you remember that? Was that Don't Be a Menace?
Oh, I do remember that. Message.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We've been trying to tell y'all.
Right.
We've been trying to tell y'all. Okay, that's a great question. Now, there was a multiple choice type deal?
It's yes, no, or not applicable.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But, right there in the question, it's literally telling you.
For those of you who can see me, I keep doing the thing. Hopefully, if you can see me, you know what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
There's one more.
Okay.
Did your financial professional discuss the impact of taking policy loans from the insurance policy?
That's what we do. We built an entire system on making all these dang videos for y'all and making these TikToks and doing this podcast episode every week, released on Fridays. If you didn't know when it's coming out, telling you that. That's it. Did you know that there's money in there? Cup 2, the way we've kind of coined our 3-cup setup. Did you know there's money here? It will grow. You can take it. And you can use it. That's what they're asking.
Literally what they're asking.
Yeah.
Literally. There's some more that are generic. How often do you expect to hear from your financial professional? You can check the box.
Okay. Do you need to hear from us more? Let us know. We want you to do the survey. Right?
Would you feel comfortable referring family and friends to your financial professional or to this company?
We should. That was our podcast last week.
It sure was. And then the last one, which you can actually write in. Do you have any suggestions for improving customer experience?
If you have suggestions, let us know.
Survey.
We'll help.
From the insurance company directly, which basically spells out all that stuff that we keep putting out over and over on the internets, on our podcasts and our courses, explain to you that this is real. You can do this. This is absolutely legit.
The insurance company is fine with you doing it.
Yeah, this is what we're doing and how we're doing it. All that stuff that the internet trolls are saying.
It's not there.
Cap.
Oh, hold on.
C-A-P.
C-A-P.
Not.
Yeah, okay.
Not.
So my favorite.
Not making it up.
Okay. My favorite moment of somebody caught. Well, first off, there's somebody who gave me, when we were talking people through the stuff that we saw in here and we talked about today on the survey, there was somebody who got into the DMs. Normally, if you're looking at some of our DMs, I might be the one chatting with you a little more often. So I handle those. And Jonah, all right, somebody wanted to argue CAP.
Okay.
They put the little blue cap and they spell it out for me. Sometimes they give spaces to let everybody else know that I'm lying to them. I guess the insurance company must be lying to them as well because we read the paperwork.
That's what they do if you're not familiar, that's what they do on the internet. If they think you're lying, they call it cap.
Cap, right. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to give you one that I did not know. So somebody put this and I was like, I don't know what this means. I knew what cap meant.
Okay.
It was HFBP. They said something. I'm pretty sure I responded to it. I was like, no, you're incorrect. I'm letting you know this is not correct. I'm not asking you. I'm letting you know this is how it works.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
And they said HFBP. Who knows out there?
I don't know.
I had to look at it. Where do you go to look up stuff you don't know what it is?
It's not Wikipedia. It's if you type that in, the first result is always
yes. What is it? But it's like an agri. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm 37. I had to look it up, right? Okay. You feel stupid when you have to look up stuff, right? Yep. And then I did, and then I laughed out loud when I saw Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary, yeah.
All right. That's it. Have fun being poor is literally what this dude was trying to tell me. All right, fine. Have fun being poor. I'm like, literally what I'm talking about is cash growth.
Yeah. That's fun.
I got nothing for you, sir. I got nothing for you. I would be happy if you decided not to follow me anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about this or you have questions about getting started, okay, we want to help you do that. Remember, we have online education that'll help you at your own pace go through and spell out what banking is all about, how you can use it, from these insurance companies that allow you to have cash value growth for the rest of your life. It's a beautiful thing. We have other resources as well on our other social medias. We'd be happy to help you. Reach out to us, click the links in our bios, and let us know when we should call you. Appreciate you. Talk soon.